Is Mahomes the best quarterback ever?
Lock me up. Yes, I was saying that I was really hoping for a Mahomes-Rodgers Super Bowl because those are the two best of all time, at least that I've seen. I'm 46 years old. And what I mean by best, let me be very clear. We're not talking about greatness because that involves accomplishment over time. Obviously, Mahomes is not one of the most accomplished quarterbacks. But from the first time I saw him throw the ball on a professional level, we came on to, like, in an actual game that counted. So it was the pro debut, first game of the season last year. We came on this show, and I said, I will tell my grandkids when they ask me, who are the best arms you've ever seen, about Patrick Mahomes. And you guys got on me. I said, I know what that sounds like, but I think, like, it made me think of Brett Favre. Like, when Yasiel Puig came up with the Dodgers, everyone said Bo Jackson. There's just some kind of similarity in terms of the electricity. I saw something that I had not seen maybe since Favre, but he's a much smarter player than Favre. He has like Aaron Rodgers' brain and accuracy with Brett Favre's electric arm. And so that's just it. We all see what we see. We know he's turning busted plays where it looks like he's running out of bounds and flicking the ball away into touchdown passes.
So good.
Right? Like he's doing that routinely. How about just the numbers? Let me just break it down. He's played 2 seasons. He has 76 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. 76 touchdowns and 18 interceptions. And he missed 2 games this year with injury. And then it took him a game to get back going. And his receivers were hurt early in the year. 76 and 18. And we just saw in consecutive playoff games. Forget about the Titans game for a second. Houston game was over. The game was over. Try again next year. But it was a blowout the other way by the end. And then against the Titans, oh, look at this. They're playing their kind of game. No, in the end, it ain't that close. Patrick Mahomes has more influence over the outcome of any one game than anyone I have ever seen. He's number one.
You're a prisoner of the moment. I disagree with you. And the thing about it is this, excuse me. You know, I wish I had the energy to really jump all over you because here's what really makes no sense whatsoever. I'm going to try. Here's the thing that drives me crazy. I love Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a superstar. We ain't questioning that. We're not questioning that. But, I mean, we're just going to ignore the weapons that this man has available to him. Can we not ask ourselves how other quarterbacks would look if I had Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins and Travis Kelce to throw and McCole Hardman to throw the football to, okay? I got Damian Williams out of the backfield. I got an offensive line that protects me to the point where I'm sitting back there, I'm taking pictures, I'm calling my lady, I'm saying, hey, baby, I'll be home at such and such a time before I even get touched. I mean, think about it. Not to mention the fact that we saw Tennessee inexplicably rush 3 at him for a vast majority of this game, which made absolutely no sense because you don't give a guy like Patrick Mahomes time. I understand that his running ability is a bit deceptive because he looks bigger. He's listed at about 210, 220 or whatever. He looks like he's about 230, 240 right now. All right, that 27-yard scamper that he run, incredibly impressive, even though usually somebody would get a hat put on them if they exposed themselves from the quarterback position the way that he did, and he was big, as far as I'm concerned, he was barely. I mean, look at these hits. Are you kidding me? I mean, come on now. The only point that I'm trying to make is this. Without taking anything away, because nothing deserves to be taken away from the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. I'm telling you right now, those brothers that he's throwing the football to, Aaron Rodgers has those weapons. What's he going to do? Let's go back. Let's go old school. Pick any quarterback. Troy Aikman's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He ain't never had weapons like this. Okay, he never had weapons like that. Dan Marino with Mark Super Duper and Mark Clayton, and as electrifying as those dudes were, he didn't have the multitude of dudes that Travis Kelce has at his disposal. Dan Fouts with Kellen Winslow. I'm sorry, Mahomes. Sorry. Mahomes, right? Then you got Dan Fouts. Who did he have? He had Kellen Winslow Sr. He had Charlie Joyner and those boys. He didn't have that available to them. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 guys. You're talking about a tight end. You're talking about 3 different wideouts. You're talking about guys catching the ball out of the backfield. He's got weapons all over the place with the play calling ability of an Andy Reid. I'm going to tell you that Patrick Mahomes is great, but my God, is he helped
Dan, we're
by
talking
what he has available
best
to him.
ever. He's 24 years old.
Too early for that.
Yeah. Is it too early for this?
No, not at all. If he stays healthy, he's going to be in the conversation for the greatest ever. Right now, Patrick Mahomes is the most unexplainable quarterback ever. Like, I take pride in trying to figure out quarterback play and getting the ability or having the ability to explain it to people of what's going on with the quarterback. And Patrick Mahomes, to me, is the best young player at any sport in the world. And all due respect to like Giannis and Luka and Simone Biles and Mike Trout, and I get it. He's the best young player at any sport in the world. And Stephen A., you want to bring up the weapons, which is a valid point. But the caveat to that would be, if you're going to have the weapons, you better be doing things that have never been done, that historically haven't been done. Because if you're going to have those people do something that hasn't been done. Patrick Mahomes, as they started, they averaged 33 points per game with those weapons. That's the highest in the history of the NFL. He would be the first player ever to win the Super Bowl and MVP before the age of 25. He's got 3 games in the playoffs that he has 3 touchdown passes in those games. Troy Aikman never did that. Big Ben never did that. Steve Young never did that. Russell Wilson never did that.
I just finished explaining the weapons.
He's led, but what? Yes, he has the weapons, but he's then taking those weapons and doing things that have never been done.
Against who?
It doesn't matter.
Against who?
It doesn't matter.
The Titans look like a team of destiny, actually.
And here's a crazy stat. Since falling down 24-0, they have scored on 13 of 17 possessions.
Yes, very impressive.
50% in the NFL is
13 of 17.
Historically good. 13 of 17. So right now, he is the most unexplainable quarterback that the NFL has ever seen. And if he's healthy, he will be in the conversation of greatest ever.
Here's the problem with your argument. The word that you used, the most unexplainable, right? Did you just say that? I'm sorry. I believe what I said was an explanation. It's very explainable to me.
But these numbers prove that it's not explainable.
No, excuse me. I think it does. I think when I mentioned Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman and Sammy Watkins and Andy Reid's play calling and Damian Williams and that offensive line giving you all day to sit up there, drop back the pass, call your girlfriend, order some dinner and all of this other stuff before you can get touched, I think that's an incredible explanation. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.